Welcome back, YouTube. I'm going to do an update video here for Doge. I'm looking at the pricing here because I know that we've had some rallies here recently, and I wanted to see where the liquidity is so that we can retest some of these higher levels here. Because technically speaking, based off our previous trends, when we would break above, technically anywhere, if we break above what is this, the 709 mark with conviction, we'll see like a rally, and normally we can get a run somewhere between 8 and 10 cent. That's the history of the coin here. We've hit 8, and we're seeing a bit of a sell off here. We'll take shorts. We'll check shorts here in a moment, but we are looking to see, okay, where's that liquidity at if we are looking to have that run to kind of break through this. Where do we get rejected from? The 821 mark, which makes sense. This has happened the last 3 times, really. This happened back in July and again back in April. So we're talking most of the year that around that 8.2 mark, 8.4 mark has been the Achilles heel of Dogecoin. So that is really the brick wall here that kind of has to be broken before we can actually see some of those higher numbers. But there is some room here because I was looking to see, okay, where's the trend showing at here? I drew one that is roughly where we've been since the ascend back since the 19th of October. And we still have some room here. But and this ironically, this where we would break trend at is right here at the top of our liquidity zone. So I'm not saying we have to go back down to liquidity zone to grab because right now this is just literally on the cusp of it. But it's looking like that's where it's headed. That we're going to see a opportunity here to grab some liquidity from here to see if we don't break trend. Because I've kept all of them here. Technically, after we get that rejection, we'll try and do a retest, and this typically is where we would break trend at. There is some hesitation here, probably because we're at the 14-day, but we'll see ultimately where this is headed because we have an opportunity here because we have the 14-day crossing the 200, which is this red line here. This orange line, if we can hold it above in this range here, depending on buying pressure, obviously in shorts, if we can get another cross here of this 72-day and the 200, we're going to see another boom. And I think that's going to be I think it's going to be enough that will indicate there's going to be enough buying pressure here to get above that 8 cent. And then, of course, that the next drag into slay will be around that 10 cent mark. And ultimately, we're obviously looking at some of the different catalysts going on. I know a lot of people are talking about the Doge One mission, but ultimately, as I mentioned in my last video with my 3 coins, I went over Doge, Bitcoin, Ethereum. We're ultimately looking for in Dogecoin's case is going to be the utility aspect, and see if some of those avenues are going to get built out with Twitter, but. Ultimately, I think that Doge is doing fine for where it's at. Let's take a look here at shorts. Yeah, shorts have ran for the hills here. They're on the green for today, but nothing. Let's look at a 5-day. Oh my god. Yeah, today. Go back. Yeah, nothing significant. So at least some green days here. So nothing significant. Somewhat, I'll go as far as to say this is somewhat of a normal um, buying pressure because you'll have those people that are just simply swing trading it. But ultimately, this is where we're going to need to kind of fill to see if they're going to grab some liquidity from here before we look at some of those retests. And if not, it's not the end of the world because the catalyst that's coming out for the crypto market, especially for like a Bitcoin and Ethereum, those are very specific catalysts going for those coins, right? You know, getting ETFs and stuff like that. Those are very specific catalysts that literally pertains to that particular coin, right? It's just kind of like we can't look at that and measure like this rally here. This is when Elon purchased Twitter. I mean, yeah, when Elon purchased Twitter. Like we can't look at that like Bitcoin people who are looking at Bitcoin saying, hey, why isn't it moving? Dogecoin has had this huge rally. That's a Dogecoin specific catalyst there. So you'll have catalysts that pertain to the crypto market at large, and then you'll have catalysts that pertain to a particular crypto. But the fact that Doge is responding, it does indicate that there are people waiting on the sidelines with the available cash, that's trying to get a better deal or the best deal, so they can kind of capitalize off of that run. So when they see news that kind of pertains to crypto as pushing it in a positive direction, you see them kind of come off of the sideline to start taking positions and stuff like that. Whether that's long term or to swing, flip, it certainly depends. But when you see that type of inclinations where the top two get a catalyst and the top 10 start moving, that old saying comes into mind where, rising tide raises all boats. So you'll typically see some spillover into some of the other coins. But ultimately, even above this range here, I think the 7 range, 7 and below, obviously, anything below in this range here, if you've been following my channel, I think this is ideal range for entry, because you always have these opportunities, even without a major rally. If you're buying down here, you have these opportunities here. Like so far, since the last bull run, buying down here has almost guaranteed a profit when you're able to come up here, and even if it gets rejected, you're able to come up here and turn a profit. So ultimately, right now, we're just looking for that liquidity to see if we can break above that 8.2, 8.4 range. So we're going to keep that in mind. Keep an eye on the shorts here, and ultimately, we will keep track of those catalysts and kind of see if there's any movements to kind of project where we're going to end up here over the next few days. And if I see anything different, obviously I'll make another video and we will go from there. With that being said, I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you for watching the update. Don't forget, check out Moomoo. You get 15 free stocks when you open an account, and you get 5.1% interest on your money that you hold in there. And it's FDIC insured, so none of that tricky stuff where they're going bankrupt and don't have to give you your money. So with that being said, please like, comment, and share, and I will see you guys in the next video.